Hey everybody. Excuse me. That was that was that was really bad. Hey everybody, it's Riley from Forsaken Gladiators, and I'm going to be doing another commentary for L4D2. And today I'm going to be talking about my life with video games. Just a thing I kind of find interesting, the way I've progressed throughout my life playing video games and how video games have affected me, the friends I've gained from playing video games, the friends I could have had playing video games, all that stuff. So I'm going to start out with just where I started. I started out playing video games basically way back in elementary school. I started playing video games over at my friend's house. I didn't really have any kind of console or any kind of computer games that I really would play. I mean, I would play maybe chess and what else? Oh, like Flight Simulator or something. A little program that we had, but other than that, I wouldn't play anything on the computer. So I would just really play stuff over at my friend's house, and my friend's house. My friends would have their PS2s and their Xboxes, their original Xboxes, and their computers, and they'd be playing all that stuff, and that's when I really kind of got introduced to the whole video game thing, because I wasn't the biggest in the video games. I was a lot more into the handheld stuff like Pokemon and I don't really know what else. Just a lot of the handheld stuff. That was stuff I had. Those were the kind of games that I had a lot of fun with. But I got introduced to games like, let's see, Lego Star Wars. The original Lego Star Wars, the episodes 1, 2, and 3. Those were a lot of fun to play. I played those on my old computer, and I had a ton of fun with those. My friends played them. They would come over and play them, or I'd play them with my brother, and we'd just have a whole bunch of fun with those. And that's basically where I started out. I then started progressing on some other video games. I was like, what games are fun? My friends and I, elementary school, always want the best thing, all that stuff. And one game that we found that was amazing and is still pretty awesome by my expectations, by my standards, is Runescape. And I remember playing Runescape for such a long time. And whenever I played Runescape, I would always play with my friends. We'd always be in a clan together, even though there really wasn't much back then. I know it is now, but a clan back then was basically, to me and my friends, just a whole bunch of us guys sitting down, playing RuneScape, not punching trees, that's Minecraft, hacking trees with an actual axe, and just having it be a total grind fest. I mean, like, terrible graphics, all that amazing stuff from old RuneScape, like 2007, all those. And if you didn't know, the 2007 servers for RuneScape are actually back up. So my friend Kevin, he's actually doing a lot of Let's Plays and commentaries on the 2007 servers that are back up, and it's so cool. I'll put a link in the description about where his channel is and kind of what he does, and you can go watch some of his videos. His videos are really cool. And right there, I don't know what hit my mic there. I don't know what happened, but I like smashed my hand against the keyboard when I saw the tank, because I was freaking out, and all of a sudden I hit look or something, and I've been trying, I don't know for how long, but I've been trying so much to figure out how to do that, and I can't figure it out. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. So, oh well, it's just something that comes with. I don't know how long I've played this. I'm still terrible at this game. Um, but yeah. Anyway, back to me, my life playing video games. After I played RuneScape for a long time, and I was still playing it. I got to a point where, gosh, I keep hitting my mic. Ah, I'm gonna set my hands down. I always speak with my hand doing stuff. It just helps me talk. And so I bought a PS2, and I loved that thing. That thing was so much fun. Like my first real console, you could say. And I was playing games like Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2, which is, oh man, those were amazing games. All the old games they really seem to have something about them that made them so good. I don't know why. But I played games like the Star Wars Battlefront, played games like Crash Bandicoot, all those stuff. I had like Call of Duty 3, one of the old ones that I never really played because I was so terrible. I am pretty terrible at video games, so I don't know. My skill hasn't really changed that much when it comes to video games, but it's just kind of stayed the same. But yeah, those games were awesome. I loved my PS2. My PS2 was a console that I either donated or gave to somebody who wanted one, and I had one. I had a new console, and I'm kind of sad that I got rid of it, but I'm also kind of glad that another person is gonna get the enjoyment that I did out of the PS2 and all my games. So yeah, that was, I don't know how far back that was, but it was a good while. So I've always been behind in the times when it comes to video games, and one example of that being that I had my PS2 and I had the option between an Xbox 360 and a PS2, and all the games that I wanted to play were on the PS2. Oh, right here, I saw a witch, or I heard a witch. She's just sitting right there in the middle, and I have no idea what I'm gonna do. So I'm just like, what the heck? I'm not gonna get around her. So I'm just gonna throw a Molotov and shoot her. But then I end up running into a pillar, and being too dumb to figure out to not just jump up in the air and continually run into the pillar, not be able to move back, but instead of moving just a little bit to the right or the left and not being slaughtered by the witch. So, thank you, whoever just healed me. Yeah, that's nice. On to my next point. Oh yes, being behind in the times. So, going back to the PS2 and the Xbox thing, I decided to get the PS2 because that's the game. Those are the games that I really liked, and my parents have always been not too thrilled about me having M-rated games and games with a whole bunch of killing and stuff. Even though Star Wars Battlefront was all just slaughtering droids, those absolutely helpless droids. I know, but it was better than the Xbox. So I would still go over to my friend's house and play on their PS3s and their Xboxes, and I had a blast there. I always wanted to. Ooh, I was burning myself right there. Shot the gas canister, or the gas can, and decided to burn up. I have some real trouble right here. Everybody gets separated. Lewis goes down. Bill gets jumped. I may go down. I don't remember if I go down, but there's just so many zombies. Oh, I love. Oh, yep. Just got tackled by a hunter. And these zombies are just trying to beat me, so I decided to whip out my pistols. Let's see. Oh, yes. So, finally, after a little while of me and my brother getting kind of real. Oh, I don't know what you would call it, but fed up. That's the word. Fed up of us not being with the times, or whatever you want to call it. We decided to go and save up enough money to go get an Xbox 360. And we got a older arcade version of the Xbox 360. I think we found a person on Craigslist or something who wanted to sell it, and we went and bought it. And I remember the very first game that I bought on my Xbox 360 was Halo 3, since that was a game that I always played over at my friend's house, and that was a game that I loved. So, went and bought those, Halo 3. I went and bought Call of Duty 5, Zombies. Oh, those were the days. And Fallout 3, those old games. So, once we got the Xbox, my friends were like, hey, we got the Xbox. But after a little while, they're like, oh, we have computers now. So, we're going to play on the computer. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm behind again. So, my brother and I, we decide to... Oh, gosh, Spitter. Man, that freaked me out there. I remember I, like, jumped out of my skin while I was playing that. Whew. So, my brother and I, we saved up some money to get a computer better than the one that our family had, because we were playing games like Minecraft and World of Warcraft and all that stuff. And I played those games with my friends. We all loved those games. Those were a lot of fun. And once we got our new computer, we were like, hey, we can play WoW and Minecraft more efficiently. And once that all happened, we ended up meeting a whole bunch of really cool people online. I got to be good friends with a lot of the people at my school. Bonded a whole bunch more with a lot of my best friends that I live right around with. And yeah, I just had a overall great time playing on the computer, like World of Warcraft and Minecraft and all that stuff. So once those games kind of came and went after, it was a long time. It was a good, like, I think year or 2 years that we were playing those, and we had so much fun playing those. And my friends kind of moved on to Steam, and a lot of the games that were on Steam, I was like, oh, I don't really know what Steam is. So they introduced me to it, and I was playing Steam and bought some of the bought some free games. Oh yeah, that totally makes sense. I downloaded some free games, bought some other games that I had to pay money for. We had a ton of fun with those, and overall had a blast playing. And I still go back. Me and my friends still go back and play Minecraft and WoW, but it's different. So I picked up the chainsaw here, and I was like, do I want it? Do I not? Am I gonna go on? Oh, I don't know what to do. So I just picked it up anyway. So, what the heck? I got through it. And that's my life with video games. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.